Hello and welcome to another Motion Industries how-to video. My name is Tom Clark and I'm your host, and on today's how-to, we're talking about brand protection, something that's really important. You need to pay attention, and here to talk about it is Clay Tharp. He is with SKF. Clay, welcome to the program, man.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Brand protection. You know, we don't talk about it a lot, but it's something that, we need to let everybody know what's going on. Tell us what brand protection is.
Brand protection is responsible for protecting the SKF brand. That involves several different things, but today I want to talk about our most important job, keeping customers safe and having them avoid being deceived.
Okay, what do you mean by deceived?
They're deceived when they buy bearings and other SKF products that are counterfeit.
Counterfeit bearings. You mean like people, hey man, I got a fake watch, you want to buy a handbag? No, I mean, is that the same thing being done with bearings?
Yes, in fact, it is estimated that the total market of counterfeit products in the U.S. is about $650 billion. With estimates that it will be as much as $1.7 trillion by 2017.
Wow.
The industrial market that Motion Industries serves is a big market for counterfeiters. Bearings and related products are commonly counterfeited, and it's not just SKF, this is an industry-wide epidemic.
You mentioned other products. I mean, what else should customers worry about?
In addition to counterfeit bearings, we have found seals, grease, and automotive parts that are also being counterfeited. Another item we come across are forged documents that deceive customers to make them think the products are genuine.
You know, you mentioned Grease. I think Grease 2 is probably counterfeit as well. It was one of the most horrible movies I've ever seen. Now, this sounds pretty alarming considering the machinery running from these products. Now, what does SKF do to prevent this kind of counterfeiting?
There are several ways we are fighting back. We are supporting law enforcement authorities and their actions against people involved in the trade. We also do training and support of Customs and Border Patrol, also by creating awareness like we're doing here today.
Now, this is happening a lot overseas and not just in the U.S., though, right?
Although the majority of the products are made in China, we have found counterfeit SKF products in all markets in the world, from Italy to Indonesia and Sweden to right here in the U.S. Here's a picture of a recent raid that took place in the U.S.
Wow. I mean, everybody wants a deal, I guess, but our customers work with the bearings so much. You would think that they would be able to tell the difference, Clay.
I'm actually really glad you brought that up, Tom. The products are sold at market value, so you would not be suspicious of it being counterfeit. Also, they look so authentic, only a trained expert could verify its authenticity. Take a look at these images.
Oh, come on, these aren't fakes, are they? I mean, they look real. They look authentic.
I know, even the boxes look genuine.
Man. Now, how are counterfeit bearings being made, and how do they get them to look so authentic, Clay?
New bearings from an unknown source with unknown quality of workmanship and materials are marked with the SKF logo and designation and put in a box that is made to look just like genuine SKF packaging. We've also found old bearings that have been reworked or cleaned up and repackaged and sold as new.
Man, customers really are being deceived and cheated with these counterfeit products.
Yes, they think they're buying new SKF with all the quality and performance that SKF's known for.
Okay, now what are the risks of using one of these counterfeit bearings?
Well, you won't be able to tell the difference between counterfeit and genuine SKF products, but your machine will. Counterfeit bearings pose a serious risk to your business and your safety. Counterfeit bearings may degrade and fail quickly, even catastrophically, causing extensive damage to your equipment, leading to costly downtime and lost production. Not to mention the risks to the machine operators and other plant personnel. It only takes one fake bearing.
Man, I know that's got to be bad for business. I mean, if you are an original equipment manufacturer and you put counterfeit bearings into your products, you could risk your company's reputation and be responsible for the poor performance of your equipment, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so what do I do, Clay? I suspect a counterfeit product. What's the best way to protect me?
Well, the best way to protect yourself is to buy from an authorized SKF distributor like Motion Industries. Authorized distribution is the first line of defense. But if you have any doubts, don't try to identify the counterfeit product on your own. Take photos of the packaging and the bearing and send them along with proof of purchase to the below email address, and we will let you know if the bearing is genuine or not.
Clay, great talking with you about threats and dangers of counterfeit bearings and additional products. Could you summarize some key points for our customers before we let you go?
Yes. Well, thanks for having me today. It's important to educate our customers on this very real threat to their business and reputation. The main thing to remember is that you should always buy SKF products from an authorized distributor like Motion Industries. And if you ever have any doubts or questions, email the below address.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Clay.
Thank you.
We'll definitely do that. That was Clay Tharp. He is with SKF. We're talking about brand protection today. And if you have any questions about anything you saw on the program, please contact your nearest Motion Industries branch location, and they'll be able to help you out. And if you're working with the SKF products, whether it's maybe it's grease or a seal or a bearing, don't forget to wear the proper PPE for whatever the job calls for, because safety is always the #1 priority. Also, look for other Motion Industries how-to videos with me, Tom Clark, as your host. Thanks for watching today.